Hey guys, so let's get started with Google Cloud. If you really want to find out why I say Google Cloud sucks, uh, we are going to use this owner account for everything we're going to do. But if you really want to get your hands dirty, what I would suggest is go to the IAM uh, and then you'd create a new user ID. And this needs to be an email address. I have one already. Well, I have a lot of them. And then I allocate project, the topmost entity, and the owner role. So this sends an invitation that will go to my email account, and then I accept the invitation, and then we get this user ID that we can use supposedly for creating resources. I would make a lecture on how that goes and put it towards the very end, but like right now let's just use this owner account. As you can see, both are owners, but things are not gonna go well with this guy, so we're gonna stick to Johnny Rebates account. Now, working with Google or any cloud platform, up until we get to creating and destroying resources using Terraform, which is something I highly recommend because you don't have to worry about cleaning your resources. When you create them manually, you're gonna leave something and that's gonna stay running. If you forget about it, like now I have paid $100, which is a significant amount, but I didn't have to pay that if I was not doing everything manually. And that should be our goal always, to automate stuff, script stuff. So, and when it comes to scripting, Terraform is cross-platform. With Google, you have a tool to do it for Google. There is a tool for AWS. There is a tool for Azure, but we'll use Terraform. Anyways, up until that point, keep looking at the bills. Like, all three providers have a billing menu somewhere. If you can't find it, just you gotta go here. Every single provider has this, and go to billing. Like anything you want to work on and you are not sure where exactly it is, and the stuff is not really very well organized, so just come here um, and search that particular service. And so that's it for this part. Now we're going to set up the Google Cloud SDK, which we're going to need to work with Google to create our resources through command line, create scripts, and all that good stuff. So let's go to google.com and download Google Cloud SDK. Now, depending on which operating system you're going to use, it will have a different page. And okay, install the latest SDK version. So for Linux, for Debian and Ubuntu, you have different steps. For Mac OS, I'm gonna have to download this tar.zz, which I have already downloaded. So this is where I store my software. Like under the Terraform directory, I just created a folder called software. It already has the AWS CLI that we set up. Now I'm going to unzip the Google Cloud gzip that we just downloaded, and it has all the files that we need. And now we're going to execute install.sh to get the CLI set up on our machine. So we are software cd Google Cloud SDK. Sorry, I keep doing this. And /install.sh. Do you want to improve? Fine, I will let you improve. And then these are the various services uh, for which you will get apps to work with them. And the only three things it's going to install right now is the Cloud Storage command line tool, Cloud SDK, and BigQuery command line. As we will start working with the other services, you can get them installed, but like right now we can just start with the basic. And yes, okay, now .zshrc is same as .bash rc, and it's basically a set of commands that the shell executes when you start it the first time. And this is something 6 months ago when I did my certification, it had to be done manually, the steps that it is going to perform, and I'll show you guys. But this is something that's going to execute every single time uh, you open a new shell, so the proper environment variables are set. Okay, so it updated the .zshrc file, and let's see what's inside it. Okay, it has added two things. So one is going to update the path for the Google Cloud SDK, which is basically this folder. Now this part is cool, and it basically adds autocomplete functionality to the command line Gcloud. So Gcloud compute, now it's saying completion, but it's actually compute. And then basically these are just local files that it is displaying. Okay, now we're going to execute this file. And now let's do Gcloud compute. And it actually now displays what you can use with the Gcloud commands. Now, once you say Gcloud compute, compute has a bunch of different options, and those get displayed when you press the tab key. And a lot of this you don't have to, because otherwise, like every single time if you have to type this, it kind of gets old. But anyways, we are pretty much set.